Hey, Mr. Denham Miller. My name is William Washburn. I'm part of your Engineering 1315-DO1 off-campus class, and today I'm doing my little short presentation on my real prototype for the double pulley system project that we're doing. So, for materials changes that I did for this prototype from what I had originally planned was instead of using metal brackets for to help hold things together, I decided to use angularly cut wooden brackets instead, just to hold the plates together a little bit better, make it a little sturdier. And then instead of like an open container like a bucket or something to hold the weights and stuff, I decided with just like a carabiner and a loop combo, just to it's easier to measure that with a scale than it is to have it on like a bucket or something. It kind of saves me the trouble of having to measure the bucket as well. And then I used rope for the actual loops for the weights, so they can actually hold on to the pulley system itself. So here we got the top, front, and side views of the prototype, as well as the demonstration of me, proving to you that it's working, that it's there. I got my demonstration of prototype. Okay. And then here we have the reading, so I'll just let that play out. Okay, test one for 2.5 pound weight on first real prototype. So, no interaction on the pulley. Going about halfway down. Looking at about 1.25. In between 1.25, 1.5. Trial one. And trial three on first real prototype. Halfway down, no interaction, 2.5 pounds of weight being lifted. Showing about 1.5, 1.25 resting. All right, trial one for 5 pound weight on first real prototype. No interaction on the pulley, going about halfway down, resting weight. So we're looking at about 2.5, 2 3/4, somewhere in between there. Trial one. Right, trial two for 5 pound weight on first real prototype. No interaction, halfway down. Looking to be about in between 2 3/4 and 3 right now. And then third test for first real prototype, 5 pounds. No interaction, halfway down. And we're looking at about 2.5, 2 3/4 again. All right, test two for 10 pound weight on first real prototype. Halfway down, no interaction. Oops. Looking at about between 4 3/4 and 5 again. Maybe a little higher, maybe at 5. All right, third test on first real prototype, 10 pound weight. Let's see if I can. There we go. Stop the sway a little bit. Looking about 5 pounds exactly on the scale. And here we have the readings. So I did 3 trials with each of the weights, and then I averaged it out to kind of get my final results. And then, so the positives of this prototype were, it has kind of a compact design. It's got, I felt like it had some clear results that matched what I kind of expected with the hypothesis. 2 pulleys, half the force needed, double the distance traveled, right? And that's kind of what was shown. It's kind of you can clearly distinguish what the parts are, and they're kind of different from each other. Nothing looks kind of like anything else. It was easy to set up. And it's easy to change locations because of the way I have it, just kind of clamped down to a table. It's kind of a flat piece. As long as it hangs off the side of something, nothing touching, it can work anywhere. And then it kind of gives me a clear idea for what I can improve for the final, iteration of the system. So changes I would make for the final product of this is I'd make it a little sturdier. I'd make it a little cleaner looking. Shore up those angles a little bit better. Maybe paint the wood with something. Maybe add like just some clean paint, hide some impurities in the wood or whatever. You know what I mean? Maybe I would change the loop system to something maybe like a metal hook or something that I could just attach to the top or something like that. That'll look a little better than just like a rope that I tied around the edge of the weights. I might make it a little bigger. It seemed to be a little small for what I'm doing for a final project, so I thought making it a little bit bigger might be kind of in my best interest. And then I'm gonna remove the addition of plywood entirely. I'm gonna get nice solid woods, maybe some oak or something, because plywood just doesn't look that great. And then maybe I would change the way I have the stand set up, because it's kind of a clamp on the back underneath the table isn't really that nice looking. So maybe I'd just like screw it down to a table or something, or bolt it to somewhere, just something a little bit nicer looking. And yeah, that's kind of it. Thank you very much.